Most men think women fall for good looks, smooth words, or constant attention. But the truth is far more shocking, and far more powerful. Women fall the hardest for one type of man. The man who stays calm when the world becomes loud. The man who doesn't react emotionally. The man who listens instead of panicking. The man whose silence carries more weight than another man's shouting. In a world full of insecurity and emotional chaos, a man with stoic calmness becomes magnetic. He becomes the mystery she wants to understand. The strength she wants to lean on. The presence she can't ignore. She doesn't chase the man who gives her everything. She chases the man who cannot be shaken. If you understand this secret, and learn to embody it, you won't just attract women. You will command their respect, their curiosity, and their desire. Welcome to the channel, Stoic Love Wisdom. This is where you will find valuable lessons and tips to help you build a truly lasting love. In today's video, we will explore why being cold and calm drives women crazy, and how to become one, with real stories and insight. Don't miss the advice that can change the way you perceive and live in love. You will definitely feel more comfortable when you find a quiet place and put on your headphones. Let yourself relax and be ready to receive the positive messages in today's video. Are you ready to start this journey? Let's start together. Part 1. In a world full of noise, emotional chaos, and constant urgency, the rarest kind of man is the one who remains calm. The man who doesn't rush. The man who doesn't panic. The man who doesn't crumble when others push him, test him, or try to control his emotions. This kind of man radiates something that women cannot resist: quiet masculine power. Women don't fall for loud confidence. They fall for stillness with strength. They fall for a man who is grounded, steady, composed. No matter what is happening around him. This is not cold, emotionless distance. This is not manipulation. This is not arrogance. This is stoic calm masculinity, the ability to stay centered within yourself even when the world tries to pull you in 100 directions. A calm man is unpredictable in the most attractive way. Not because he hides himself, but because he is not controlled by emotions, neither his nor hers. A man who is calm becomes a mystery without trying. A man who is calm becomes trustworthy without speaking. A man who is calm becomes attractive without effort. Because women instinctively feel something powerful around him. If this man can stay calm with me, he can stay calm in life. And that is rare. Women are naturally drawn to strength, not loud strength, not showy strength, but inner stability. The man who can hold his own emotions automatically becomes the man who can hold space for hers. When she becomes emotional, he doesn't escalate. He doesn't lose control. He doesn't take everything personally. Instead, he stays present, steady, unshakable. This is why calm men make women go crazy, not in frustration, but in attraction. Because a calm man feels safe. A calm man feels mysterious. A calm man feels powerful. A calm man feels masculine. And deep down, every woman wants to feel safe, curious, and guided by a man who embodies those three qualities. This is the power of the stoic man, the man who does not run from emotion, but masters his response to it. Part 2. Female psychology and the quiet attraction of calm men. Women are emotional creatures, not in a negative way, but in a deeply intuitive way. They feel more, sense more, and absorb more than men often realize. While men tend to process logic first and emotion second, women process emotion and then logic. This isn't a flaw, this is evolution. This is biology. This is design. And because women feel more, they are naturally drawn to men who feel less reactive. Not emotionless men. But emotionally stable men. Men who don't overthink. Men who don't panic. Men who don't crumble. Men who anchor the storm instead of joining it. This is why the calm man stands out instantly in a world full of emotional noise. 1. Women are drawn to emotional stability, not emotional chaos. When a woman meets a man who isn't easily triggered, who doesn't get offended at every small thing, who doesn't react impulsively, she feels something powerful. Safety. Not the boring kind of safety. The masculine kind. A calm man doesn't operate from fear. He doesn't chase validation. He doesn't fall apart when a woman tests him. And yes, women test men. This is not manipulation, it is instinct. A woman wants to feel that a man's emotions are strong enough to hold her own. If a small disagreement, a small delay, or a small emotional moment can shake him, she cannot trust him. Not because she wants to control him, but because her nature is to seek a stable masculine presence. So when a man remains calm in silence, calm in tension, calm when she is emotional, she feels a pull. Deep, unconscious, instinctive. A pull toward the man who can weather storms. 2. Quiet men are more attractive than loud men. There is a misconception that extroverted, loud, flashy men get all the attention. Yes, they get attention, but they rarely get respect or polarizing attraction. Women may be entertained by these men, but they are drawn to the silent, composed, grounded man. Why? Because silence creates space for curiosity. A quiet mind radiates confidence. A calm presence signals power. A man who doesn't speak unless necessary communicates. I'm not here to prove myself. I know who I am. Women read this immediately, even if they don't fully understand why. Loudness signals insecurity. Silence signals strength. 3. Calm men give off, I have my own life energy. Women want to join a man's life, not become his life. A calm man is calm because he has focus. Because he has purpose. Because his emotions don't control him. His mission does. This is incredibly attractive. Not only does it create mystery, why is he so composed? But it also creates respect, he's not shaken by anything. Women trust men who trust themselves. And you can feel a man's self-trust in his calmness. 4. Emotional control equals masculine polarity. In relationships, polarity is everything. Feminine, emotional, expressive, flowing, dynamic. Masculine, steady, grounded, consistent, firm. This polarity creates chemistry. When a man becomes emotional like a woman, there is no polarity. When a man becomes cold and detached, there is no connection. But when a man becomes calm, he creates the perfect polarity. Her emotional energy flows. His calm energy anchors. This is why women become drawn, sometimes intensely, to a man with a peaceful presence. He activates her feminine. He allows her to feel soft, open, expressive. Women fall for men who make them feel safe being themselves. 5. Calm men are harder to read, and that creates attraction. Men often think women want clarity. But the truth is, women crave emotional discovery. They want a man whose depth is revealed slowly. A man who doesn't overshare. A man who speaks less but means more. Calm men create mystery not by trying to be mysterious, but because they do not expose everything at once. Women find themselves wanting to understand him, decode him, explore him. This curiosity becomes attraction. Attraction becomes desire. In love, sometimes we don't need too many promises, but just a little understanding in a heart that knows how to listen. It is the experiences, both happy and sad, that help us mature and know how to love more fully. Here, I want to contemplate those things with you, so that each step in the journey of love becomes more clear-headed and peaceful. If you feel that what I share is valuable, please click like to support this video. And if this is your first visit, please click subscribe and turn on the notification bell, so you don't miss the next insightful perspectives on love. I also really want to hear from you. What do you like most about today's story? Leave a comment below, because who knows, your experience might be a great source of encouragement for someone else who is listening. And now, let's continue with me, exploring what's waiting ahead. Part 3. The Stoic Mindset, Emotional Mastery and the Unreactive Man. A Stoic man is not emotionless. He is emotionally disciplined. He does not suppress emotions, he masters them. Modern culture teaches men the opposite. Express everything, react instantly, say what you feel. But expressing without awareness is not strength, it is impulsiveness. Reacting to every emotion is not authenticity, it is chaos. A Stoic man understands one truth. You cannot control the world, but you can always control your response. And that truth is the core of masculine calmness. 1. The Stoic man is unshakable because he accepts reality. Stoicism teaches a simple but life-changing principle. Some things depend on us. Some things do not. A woman's mood does not depend on you. Her tests, emotions, insecurities, reactions do not depend on you. Her validation, approval, or rejection do not depend on you. What does depend on you is your thoughts, your interpretations, your reactions, your self-control, your values, your behavior. This is why Stoic men appear naturally calm. They don't cling to what they cannot influence. They don't fight the ocean. They learn to surf the waves. A woman will instantly feel the difference between a man who fears her emotions and a man who accepts her emotions without becoming reactive. The first man collapses. The second man becomes irresistible. 2. Stoic men do not seek external validation. One of the strongest features of a calm, Stoic man is this. He doesn't need anything from her, not attention, not reassurance, not approval. He enjoys her presence, but he doesn't depend on it. He cares, but he doesn't cling. He loves, but he doesn't lose himself. Women instinctively test men who seek validation because validation seeking equals insecurity. Insecurity equals emotional instability. Emotional instability equals no safety. But when a man is self-validated, self-grounded, and self-contained, he becomes a source of stability. He becomes a rock. Women do not fall for a man who needs them. They fall for the man who chooses them, while still standing firm in himself. 3. The Stoic man responds, he doesn't react. There is a profound difference. Reaction equals emotion controlling you. Response equals you controlling emotion. When a woman becomes emotional, upset, or dramatic, an untrained man reacts. He raises his voice. He becomes defensive. He explains too much. He panics. He tries to fix everything instantly. He takes it personally. This destroys polarity. It kills attraction. A Stoic man does the opposite. He pauses. He breathes. He observes. He stays calm. He listens. He responds with clarity. He treats the moment like a wave, something to ride, not something to fear. His calmness does not invalidate her feelings, rather, it anchors them. Women don't need you to react, they need you to remain present. 4. Stoic men are immune to shit tests. Let's be honest. Women test men, consciously or unconsciously, to see if he is emotionally strong. A woman may pull back, tease, challenge you, go cold for a day, ask hard questions, trigger your insecurities, say something provocative. Not because she wants to hurt you, but because she wants to feel your strength. Not physical strength, emotional strength. And most men fail these tests because they react from fear. Stoic men, on the other hand, pass effortlessly because they understand. Her tests are not about you. They are about her safety. So instead of panicking or chasing, the Stoic man smiles, holds eye contact, remains calm, doesn't take the bait, doesn't explain himself excessively, doesn't question his own worth. His calmness says, I am not moved by small storms. This is what drives women crazy. In attraction, in admiration, in curiosity. Because inside every woman is a longing for a man who won't collapse at emotional resistance. 5. Stoic men master their internal dialogue. The calmness women feel on the outside comes from the voice a Stoic man uses on the inside. An untrained mind says, what did I do wrong? Why is she acting this way? Am I losing her? Is this my fault? I need to fix this now. A Stoic mind says, her emotions are not a threat. This moment will pass. I will remain steady. My value is not in her reactions. I choose how I respond. This internal dialogue is what creates the external calmness that women feel and trust. 6. Stoic men do not rush anything. Urgency is the enemy of masculinity. When you rush, you fear loss. You try to force outcomes. You react emotionally. You lose your grounding. A Stoic man moves slowly, speaks slowly, decides slowly, loves slowly, chooses slowly. And nothing is more attractive to a woman than a man who is not afraid to take his time. Because time reveals truth. And a man who does not fear truth is a man with nothing to hide. Love is actually like a mirror reflecting the inner self. When we are calm enough, we will realize that every challenge, every silence carries a valuable lesson. And that is what I want to convey through each story on this channel. If you feel that these shares bring value, please leave a like to support the channel. And don't forget to subscribe, because who knows, one day, just a small idea from these videos can change the way you look at love, at yourself. Let's continue with me, because there are many interesting things waiting for you to discover. Part 4. Why calm, Stoic men drive women crazy. If you truly understand this part, everything about attraction suddenly makes sense. It explains why women fall so deeply for certain men, not the richest, not the handsomest, not the most talkative, but the men who radiate calm, grounded, unshakable masculine energy. Women don't just like calm men. They crave them. They obsess over them. They remember them for years. Let's break down exactly why. 1. Calmness signals evolutionary strength. From a biological perspective, women are wired to seek a partner who represents stability, protection, leadership, emotional resilience, confidence, predictability in chaos. In primitive times, the man who panicked during danger got killed. The man who stayed calm, who could think clearly under pressure, was the man who could protect his tribe and family. That instinct still exists today. When a woman sees a man remain composed under stress, her subconscious mind lights up. This man can survive. This man can protect. This man is strong. She may not say these words out loud. But biologically, emotionally, and psychologically, she feels them. A calm man activates her deepest feminine instincts. Attraction, safety, surrender. 2. Calm men make women feel safe. Behind every emotional outburst, every doubt, every feminine storm, there is one unspoken question. Can this man handle me? A man who gets defensive can't. A man who gets overwhelmed can't. A man who reacts emotionally to her emotions definitely cannot. But a calm man. A man who listens. A man who breathes instead of reacting. A man who stays grounded even when she becomes heated. He communicates a powerful message. Your emotions don't scare me. And that, right there, is when feminine energy melts. Safety is not created by promises. It is created by presence. And a calm presence makes a woman feel safe to open up. Safe to be emotional. Safe to be herself. Safe to trust. Safe to fall in love. Safety equals attraction. Attraction equals emotional bonding. 3. Calmness creates mystery and curiosity. A calm man reveals himself slowly. He speaks less. He reveals only what is necessary. He is comfortable with silence. Women interpret this as depth. As layers. As mystery. Not because he is hiding anything, but because he doesn't expose everything. Most men talk too much, explain too much, share too much, try too hard. A calm man doesn't. He creates a natural question in her mind. What's going on inside him? And this is where the magic happens. Curiosity, interest, emotional investment, desire. Women chase mystery more than perfection. The less she knows, the more she wants to know. 4. Calm men are not controlled by emotions, and that's magnetic. Women live in emotional rhythms. Highs. Lows. Softness. Intensity. Joy. Sadness. They are naturally expressive. When a man is just as reactive as she is, there is no polarity. No masculine structure. No emotional leadership. But when a man stays calm in the middle of her emotional flow, he creates polarity. Stability. Masculine presence. Emotional balance. She feels. With him, I can relax. This is why women fall harder for calm men than for nice guys or funny guys. Calmness holds emotional weight. It commands respect without force. 5. Calmness is rare, and rarity creates value. Most men today react instantly. Overthink. Seek approval. Rush conversations. Fear silence. Need reassurance. Get offended easily. Lose control of their emotions. So when a woman meets a man who is patient, unbothered, grounded, slow to react, emotionally composed, confident without noise, she cannot help but feel. This man is different. Different equals attractive. Rare equals valuable. Calmness is a luxury in a world of emotional chaos. 6. Calmness communicates, I have options. A man who is calm around women sends an unconscious message. I am not desperate. I am not seeking approval. I am not afraid of losing you. I am already fulfilled. I am choosing you, not chasing you. This triggers a powerful feminine response. If he's not chasing me, I want to chase him. Calm men flip the dynamic. Not by playing games, but by radiating abundance, confidence, and self-sufficiency. 7. Calm men trigger feminine surrender. The more emotionally stable a man is, the more her feminine energy awakens. She becomes softer. She becomes more affectionate. She opens up. She expresses vulnerability. She starts trusting. She starts admiring. She starts bonding. Feminine surrender is not submission, it is safety-driven openness. And calm masculinity is what unlocks it. 8. Calmness makes a woman feel seen, not judged. When a man reacts too quickly, he interrupts, misunderstands, gets angry, tries to fix her, minimizes her feelings, makes her feel wrong. But a calm man lets her finish, listens with presence, responds with clarity, holds emotional space, validates without fixing, accepts without judgment. This is the kind of man women fall deeply for. Not the savior, not the rescuer, not the fixer, but the listener, the steady presence, the calm witness to her emotional world. Part 5. How to become a calm, stoic man. Stoic calmness is not something you are born with. It is something you train. Something you build. Something you embody. Becoming the type of man whose presence alone creates respect, attraction, and stability requires intentional practice. The good news: any man can develop this energy, if he is willing to train his mind and emotions the Stoic way. 1. Master your breath, control your nervous system. Every emotion you feel begins in your body before your mind. A reactive man breathes fast. A calm man breathes slow. Whenever you feel triggered, annoyed, insecure, or emotional, inhale deeply for 4 seconds. Hold for 2. Exhale for 6. This activates your parasympathetic nervous system, the system of calmness. Women feel the difference instantly. Your energy shifts from chaotic to grounded. 2. Embrace the Stoic pause. Stoics never react immediately. They insert a moment of awareness between the stimulus and the response. This pause is masculinity in its purest form. When she gets emotional, tests you, says something provocative, pulls away, challenges you, pause, breathe, observe. Respond with clarity, not emotion. This simple pause will change every interaction in your life. 3. Speak less, say more. Calm men don't waste words. Every word they speak has intention and weight. To practice: slow your speech. Think before you answer. Remove fillers, maybe, I guess. Keep your tone low and steady. Women trust men who speak from certainty, not nervousness. 4. Stop explaining yourself all the time. A man who constantly explains himself is a man seeking permission. Stoic men make decisions and stand by them. Instead of, "Sorry, I hope this is okay." Try, "This is what I prefer." Instead of, "I didn't mean it like that, let me explain." Try, "I understand your feelings. Here's my perspective." Direct. Grounded. Masculine. 5. Practice emotional containment. Emotional containment means this: you feel emotion, but you do not leak emotion. You stay calm even when you feel jealousy, anger, fear, uncertainty, anxiety. You don't dump emotions on her. You don't overshare. You don't spiral into fear. You stay measured, composed, self-responsible. This is what women interpret as strength. 6. Build a life that naturally makes you calm. Calmness comes from internal security, and internal security comes from purpose, discipline, hobbies, mission, fitness, progress, self-respect. When your life is full, you stop acting out of neediness. And when you stop being needy, women feel the masculine calmness that pulls them in. 7. Adopt the Stoic mindset daily. A Stoic man repeats to himself, I control my response. What is outside my control cannot shake me. I remain calm under pressure. I choose discipline over emotion. These principles shape your daily behavior, and eventually your identity. Part 6. A 30-day path to Stoic calmness. Becoming a calm, Stoic man doesn't require talent or luck, it requires daily discipline. Here is a practical 30-day path to build unshakable masculine composure. Week 1. Master your inner space. Spend 10 minutes each morning in silence. No phone. No noise. Just breathe. Every time you feel triggered, apply the Stoic pause, stop, breathe, respond. Practice speaking slower and with intention. Your goal, slow down your mind. Slow down your reactions. Week 2. Strengthen your emotional boundaries. Say no to at least one thing that drains you. Spend one day each week without seeking validation, no over-texting, no emotional chasing. Notice when you react emotionally to women, and redirect that reaction inward. This is my emotion to process, not hers to fix. Your goal, regain ownership of your emotional world. Week 3. Build masculine structure. Set a daily routine you follow without excuses. Hit the gym or train your body at least 4 times this week. Define your personal mission. What am I building? Who am I becoming? Your goal, create a life that automatically makes you calm and confident. Week 4. Practice Stoic presence with women. When she's emotional, listen without reacting. When she tests you, smile and remain centered. When she pulls away, stay grounded instead of chasing. Your goal, become the man who cannot be shaken. Do this for 30 days, and the shift will be undeniable, both to you and to every woman who meets you. Conclusion: the Stoic man she never forgets. A calm, Stoic man is not memorable because he tries to be. He is memorable because his presence speaks louder than words, louder than effort, louder than charm. Women do not fall for the loudest man. They fall for the man who carries quiet fire. The man whose mind is still, whose emotions are disciplined, whose energy is grounded. Stoic calmness is magnetic because it represents everything rare in today's world. Strength without aggression. Confidence without arrogance. Love without neediness. Presence without pressure. Leadership without control. A woman feels safe with a man like this, not because he promises safety, but because he embodies it. She feels drawn to him, not because he chases her, but because he is unshakable in himself. She respects him, not because he demands respect, but because he is worthy of it. At the end of the day, the most attractive man is not the richest or the strongest. It is the man who remains calm in storms, patient in tension, and grounded in chaos. The Stoic man does not try to win women. He wins himself, and women follow naturally. Become that man, and you will become unforgettable. Thank you for taking the time to watch today's video. Hopefully the sharing about love and lessons from this video will help you have new thoughts and find empathy. If you find the video useful, don't forget to like, subscribe to the channel and share with those around you. Each of us has our own stories about love, and I'm happy to explore them with you. See you in the next videos. Wishing you a wonderful day filled with love.